Welcome back. Racing around the globe by water is no simple task, and when you're trying to beat the current world record by 10 whole days, it gets even more difficult. The open ocean can be a very unsettling place, and so a new breed of racing boat is being designed to not only speed over the waves, but also right through them. It's part boat, part sub, but no matter which way you look at it, it's all new.
It looks like a space fighter out of a sci-fi flick, but this isn't designed to leave the ground. This high-tech ship is designed to liberate the world speed record for racing around the world in a powerboat.
It's more of an endurance challenge. Like, we've got to nurse this boat around the globe 24,000 nautical miles and keep it in one piece. So it's not full throttle all the way. It's probably, I guess, 2/3 throttle, just trying to maintain a speed about 25 knots day in, day out, and regardless of what the weather's doing.
The old record for speedboating around the world stands at 75 days. Peter Bethune, who built Earthrace, will use new technology to try to better that time. He thinks he can trim 10 days off the trip. The secret is in how he will deal with waves. Earthrace is a 24-meter vessel designed to go through the waves. Half boat, half sub.
Big advantage with wave piercing is it just allows us to go much faster through rough seas, and especially where you get those tall sort of windswept rays, we just punch right through those. So in rough conditions it's much better. In flat water it's nothing special, and there would be other boats that would go equally as fast in flat water. It's just those rough conditions. But when you're looking to set a record to go around the globe, we know we're going to get a fair chunk of rough water, you know.
Earthrace is long and narrow. 2 sponsons on either side provide stability. The boat is designed to reduce drag in the water. Wave piercing requires a narrow bow to cut through each wave like a knife. You can see the technology at work in fast ferries. These hulls are designed to cut through the waves, allowing most of the water to pass under the ferry. But ferries operate in relatively calm water. The low-profile Earthrace will spend a lot of time on the open ocean, so it must be strong.
The boat itself is made of mostly carbon and Kevlar. It's a thing called sandwich technology, where we've got some 40mm foam all over the hull. On the inside of that, 3 layers of carbon. On the outside, 3 layers of carbon, 1 Kevlar, and then a very thin layer of e-glass to work with. So this boat is amazingly light.
At times, the boat may be 60 feet underwater, making the Earthrace design challenging.
Here we've got the driver's seat where you control it all from. Still got a bit of work to do to tidy this up here and just get it ergonomically all sweet, but it's getting there. It's got a nice race car feel. You notice these babies here. This section here is designed to have up to 20 foot of water on top of it, so massive pressures down on here. And these beams here made almost entirely of carbon, really, really strong. The windscreen, 70mm of toughened laminate, needs to be thick as to withstand the pressures of a wave pounding from 20 foot above onto it. So this is the cockpit area when you go hang out when it's not rough, but when it is rough, we've got up to 20 foot of water on top of here, so we'll be keeping out of this area. Up here we've got the air intake, so this is where the clean air comes down into the engine bay, and then the warm air above the engine actually comes out the top of this. And this is a key when the boat is buried inside of a wave. We need a way to go getting clean air, and hopefully this will do it for us.
The design team used a smaller test boat to work out many of the engineering challenges.
We had a 22-foot prototype that we used to test out this hull shape, and it's a pretty stable design. We had that out in 10, 11-foot waves, and it performed pretty cool in that. So we're reasonably confident this thing is going to be really stable. It is a big boat, 80 foot long. It'll take some pretty big waves to go scaring us much in that. I'd say we would handle probably 30, 35-foot waves. Gets bigger than that, then we start getting concerned. But 35 foot, that's a big wave, mate.
Earthrace will hold only 4 crew members, but this will be no ride in a yacht. The hull is narrow and cramped.
So this will not be the most luxurious boat you ever see. Inside, pretty much we've just got this carbon everywhere. Just made it out of carbon to keep it nice and light, and if we went and painted the whole lot white or something, we've added a bit of weight, so it's got this dark, dingy black feel about it. And this will be one of the most basic boats inside you'll ever see. Still got a bit of work on the galley here, but all we've got is a little sink and a little stove to go. The one very luxurious item we've got is our $10,000 carbon toilet out the back here. We were lucky to get this sponsored. And so this baby here, no one's used it yet because it hasn't been plumbed in, but that's another job for this week. So there you go. We have got a luxury in here after all.
Part of the mission is not only to break records, it's also to raise awareness about alternative fuels. Earthrace will be run completely on biodiesel, fuel made from animal and plant oils. The boat will need to refuel several times, not easy when you're in the middle of nowhere.
For about half of the ports, we've already got sponsors in those ports who make biodiesel there already, so those ones are sorted, but there's a few tricky places. We've got to get 10,000 litres of biodiesel to Aden in Yemen, which will be tricky, and there's a couple other ports, one in India, that are quite tricky. So a little bit we've got to ship, but most of it is just being supplied by local sponsors.
Earthrace will start and stop in Barbados. The trip must pass through both the Suez and Panama canals. But other than that, there are few rules. Earthrace hopes to be on the water racing around the world by next March.
Okay, time now for us to cruise on out of here. Be sure to check out our website at science.discovery.com. I'm Dan Durant. Thanks for watching.